Hi, this is Real Talk, a movie review show for Lantern TV. I'm Kevin Keaton,
I'm Lily McMorrow.
and this week we are reviewing First Man, the Damien Chazelle movie about Neil Armstrong.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Be an adventure.
First man to walk on the moon. That'd be something.
We've chosen a job so difficult, requiring so many technological developments. We're gonna have to start from scratch.
Yes.
So what were your thoughts on it?
I loved it. I love Ryan Gosling so
Yeah.
much. It was just so nice to have like 2 hours of just sitting there and looking at him. And also I just enjoyed so much about it, you know?
Yeah,
Like I enjoyed the sound editing.
sound editing was very good.
Yeah, I enjoyed the definitely the cinematography was outstanding.
Yeah, the cinematography is incredible in it.
Yeah. I enjoyed the acting. I mean, the performances were great.
Yeah, no one really let you down anywhere.
No,
Like,
yeah. It was believable all the way through.
I think Claire Foy is probably the best acting performance in it, but no one really let you down. It was
Yeah.
a very good performance all around as far as the acting.
I think the performances really allowed you to see the type of person that Neil Armstrong actually was.
Yeah.
So, which
That's-
I mean, I don't know anything about Neil Armstrong other than the fact that he was the first man on the moon. So
Yeah.
that
He was well cast. Ryan Gosling looks a lot like the young Neil Armstrong at the time.
Yeah. Anything that you particularly liked?
Other than the cinematography and the editing, I thought those were the two strongest film aspects of it. But I'd say the composition. Basically, Damien Chazelle got the band back together with this. It's the same people
Yeah.
that did the editing and sound and cinematography for La La Land, and a few of them also worked on Whiplash.
Yeah.
So if you like Whiplash and La La Land, you'll like First
So
Man
good.
probably.
Yeah.
It's a very different story from those. It's
Yeah.
obviously not musically related, but
I'm a really big Damien Chazelle fan,
Yeah.
so I was super excited, one, when they cast Ryan Gosling, and two, that they were making another movie. But this one is a biopic, so it's
Yeah.
nothing they've ever done before, and I
Yeah.
thought they did a really good job. The writing was great. Damien Chazelle wrote Whiplash and La La Land, but he didn't write
yeah, he did not
this.
write this. This was Josh Singer,
Yeah.
I think.
So understandable. It's a different type of story.
Yeah. It's very good though. It
Yeah.
takes a weird chunk of time. It starts during his X-15 flights, which were 8 years before the moon landing, and it ends as soon as he lands, basically,
Yeah.
which is interesting. It's more the story of how he struggles with parenting and being a husband while being an astronaut. It's not his
Yeah.
whole life, so.
And struggling with the loss of others.
Yeah, and all the astronauts that died during the experiments with it.
Yeah. Anything that you didn't like?
I think that given that the movie was about how he struggled with being a husband and a father during being an astronaut, some of the times when Joan's parts came in, it felt a little like they forced it.
Jan.
Oh, did I say that?
Yeah.
Did I say Joan before too? Oh, Jan. They felt a little like they were inserted into the movie, but not too much. That's
Yeah.
the only minor thing. I thought it came through more at the end, which was good. It finished strong.
Yeah. I honestly don't have any complaints about
Yeah.
it. The only thing that it was a little bit disappointing, just because La La Land was so vibrant and so and I feel Whiplash was too. All three of the movies are super different, but as an avid fan of La La Land and Whiplash, it was just really different, but still it
It's-
didn't let me down, but it was just different.
It's visually very different.
Yeah.
It's not colorful. It's very gritty and cold and
Depressing.
close and depressing.
It's intense.
But it's still beautiful though.
Yeah, I think it matches Whiplash in its intensity.
Fair. I haven't
Yeah.
seen Whiplash, so I can't comment on that. But
Yeah.
what were your favorite parts of it?
My favorite scene probably overall was probably at the end. They did these flashbacks that were really cool, and I felt
Yeah.
was it like film? Did they use film?
I'm not sure if those were. I mean, some of them you can see it's Ryan Gosling in them, I think, but
Yeah.
there might be some original footage
Yeah.
in there.
It was
I'm not
really
too sure.
really good, and that
But
part I liked
yeah,
a lot.
it's kind of 2001: A Space Odyssey-ish,
Mm-hmm.
the way they do the moon landing, but it's still its own thing. It's probably the coolest part of the movie, when it all comes together in that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
My
what about
favorite,
you?
I think, was when he's answering questions from his kids
Yeah.
before he leaves, and you can tell he doesn't want to talk to his kids about his leaving because one of his daughters died, and he's struggling with being a parent. And he's answering questions like he's fielding questions from a reporter. Like he doesn't know how to talk to his kids about this. I thought that was a really good scene in it.
Yeah, that
probably
was
my favorite.
That was one of my favorites too.
Yeah.
Overall, I definitely go see it on a college budget. What would you do?
On a college budget, I would make room for it.
Yeah, I would too.
Cut down on your studying for tests you don't need to study for. Go see the movie.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Midterm season who?
Yeah.
This is a wrap on Real Talk. Join us back next week for Halloween.
Thanks for watching.